G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for tuning in to Perth West Oz RC. Now as you can see in front of me here, I have the all original 14 scale buggy. This is the original LC Racing, okay guys, that we all know. The design is very familiar. Basically this is the one that started it all, and you know, companies like WL Toys and most recently XLF have cloned this particular buggy and made their own versions of it, but it's a direct copy of the LC Racing EMB-1H, as you can see here. So there's two versions of this one, guys. You can get the almost ready to run kit, which I have here. It doesn't come with a TX or a receiver, or you could get the ready to run kit, guys. Now this is a little bit more, you know, in price than, you know, the cheaper WL Toys and XLF models, but you got to take in consideration that this is already brushless, guys, out of the box. You know, a lot of us are converting the cheaper brushed versions of the WL Toys and in some cases XLF buggies, but you got to take in consideration as well that we've had to spend more money to do so. To do the brushless conversion, you know, especially if you don't have a radio already, you got to buy a radio and receiver, which usually comes in a package itself. You know, you got to buy a brushless motor, maybe some mounts as well, you know, motor mounts, because they are hard to take out on the WL Toys especially. I don't know about the XLF model because I haven't taken that apart. You know, you got to buy a servo, compatible 3-wire servo, and that sort of thing. So you know, considering this does cost more, yes, it does. It's all ready to go, guys, especially if you buy the ready to run kit. The reason I did not is because I want to add my own radio system to it. Now, looking at the specs on Banggood, the ready to run kit, the transmitter, it said the range was only around 100 meters. So that was another reason I want to get more range than 100 meters out of this. And this is a cheaper option out of the two, okay? Because, you know, almost ready to run kit, you got to supply your own transmitter and receiver. Now, I'm planning on running this one on either my radio link system or my Dumbo RC system. You know, I'll decide when I go to actually run this vehicle. So, yeah, guys, so this is it here. The all original LC Racing. They also make a monster truck version in the 1/14 scale size, okay, and here's some of the specs on the box, okay. So we've got as it says here, high performance racing buggy, full drive, of course, okay, 1/14 scale EP power. It says it's got a lightweight polycarbonate body, okay. So the actual shell here is not Lexan, guys. It's made out of polycarbonate, which I'll show you in a sec. So it's a little bit more rigid. It's got aluminium big bore shocks, aluminium chassis plate, and shock towers, hard anodized, it says here. It says it requires 4 AA batteries, which is not applicable to my model here because it's almost ready to run. So this one here has actually a Hobbywing 35 amp ESC, guys, and it's waterproof. It's compatible with LiPos, it's saying here, because I think the ready to run version of this comes with a nickel metal hydride. Pretty sure I saw that in the listing. So this is LiPo compatible, guys, so 2 and 3S is saying. It's got metal gear differentials, which is to be expected from this model, just like the other brushed models that we already know and are very popular that I talked about just a few minutes ago. It has a 4-pole 2838 brushless motor, and the kV rating on this little motor is 4500 kV. All right, guys, so there's some of the specs there. Okay, all the dimensions. All right, there's some information here that I just went through already. On the side of the box here, basically goes to the same sort of thing. It's showing all the ball bearings and all the metal parts. Okay, on the back of the box here, we've got a 1:1 scale diagram of the actual chassis, which is nice. Some more information here as well that I just went over. It's got a Batan D115F digital servo as well, guys. So as you can see, Hobbywing programmable ESC. Okay, and there you go. I just mentioned it came with the ready to run kit comes with a 1100 milliamp nickel metal hydride battery. Adjustable turnbuckles, just like the clones of this model. And this one has a slipper clutch, guys. which is awesome. Okay, there's the actual motor mount there, and it does look adjustable, which is another plus over the cheaper brushed versions. Some nice good diagrams there of the diff, all metal, all ball bearing. So there you go, guys. I'll just show you these quickly. Still CVDs and big bore shocks. There's some more information there. If you want to pause the video, you can have a quick look. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys, and another picture there of the other model there as well. All right, so I'll take everything out of the box, guys, and let's have a quick look. All right, guys, let's have a quick look at this. Now, I want to show you this little pamphlet that comes with it. Okay, the LC Racing. Now, it's showing some of the models here. Okay, they got the truggy. That's a long wheelbase truggy. That's like the same wheelbase as a 24019. Okay, but check this out. Look at this. All right, look familiar to you? Now the EMB-DT, which is a desert truck, I thought W All Toys, it was a W All Toys design, but as you can see here, this is basically they've copied the this model here, the EMB-DT, which is actually the 124018. So yeah, that spun me out a bit, guys, to see that, you know. So W All Toys have cloned their 1/12 scale models there, and no doubt the 124019 is based on this trug, because this is a 12 scale truggy from LC Racing as well. So by saying that, by seeing this, okay, don't be surprised. This is just a silly prediction, but don't be surprised if we see some W All Toys knockoffs of maybe World Rally Championship car here, maybe a monster truck version or a short course version. That's what I'm thinking. You know, they've already cloned. This is a 144001. They've cloned the model I have here, so that's rather interesting. When I received this the other day and saw that pamphlet, I was like, what? That is, you know, they've got the 124018, which is cloned on that EMB-DT. All right, so anyway, moving on. Here is basically just a quick instruction guide, guys. I'm not even going to open it. It's just got exploded diagrams is what we can see here. Okay, breakdown. I just don't want to bore you guys with all that. Looks like it's got an ESC guide as well, guys. So there's some more of the specs there, okay, which I've already gone over. It's all on the box. So let's quickly just show you guys, because this is just going to be an unboxing overview, guys, today. Now, you see this box is empty. It's packaged rather well. It's got little partitions in the box, but as you can see, this box is empty because it didn't come with a transmitter. This is where the transmitter would be. But we do have a little wrench here, open end wrench, and some Allen keys, tools, okay? And here is the buggy here, guys. Let me just move this stuff out of the way. Okay, so it's in its own little plastic bag here. There we go. And there it is there, guys. So very nice buggy here from LC Racing. Okay, and it does look pretty good quality, guys. You know, obviously this is what the W All Toys is based on, but this one does look of a better quality standard, I have to admit. You know, very similar, like I said, but even the oil in the shocks is perfect on this. You know, we've got a different wing here. It's not a Lexan, you know, flimsy wing that you get on the brush versions of the clones. It's actually a solid, pretty solid, yet flexible wing. Okay, the shock towers are very similar to what we're used to seeing. The bottom chassis plate is very similar in design, of course. I like how they've LC Racing have used countersunk hex screws in this one, so you know, minimal chance of stripping them out compared to Phillips heads. Okay, But yeah, guys, adjustable turnbuckles. What we expect, like, from the other models that I've been mentioning during this video, you know. We've got aluminium dog bones. It's all metal parts, guys. Adjustable turnbuckles. You know, very, very similar. Also has some nice foam-filled tyres and wheels on this as well, guys. As you see there. The fronts are narrower than the rears. It's got bigger boots on the rear. So these should grip really well. Nice foam in there too. Really good. So really nice. The front's got CVDs. 12mm hexes, of course. You know, full ball bearings. Very, very nice. But yeah, this model is dampened perfectly, guys. Perfectly. It's really, really good. And it's meshed up really nice too. You can hear it. Okay, so let's take this body shell off. Just getting around the tripod here. So as you can see, this is made of polycarbonate plastic. I mean, it does have a bit of flex to it, you know, but it seems a little bit more rigid than a traditional Lexan body, you know. So I think it could be a little bit better in a crash, maybe. I don't know if you do happen to crash, but it's got a nice design with the flames. I like this color combo. You can get a blue one, I believe, and a white and red, but I really like this color combo better. It's got clear windows as well. More room on the little cabin section here. It's raised up a fair bit compared to the other clones, you know. So yeah, that's a Lexan, or that's a polycarbonate shell. Okay, now onto the buggy itself. Here is the little brushless motor, guys. Now, like I mentioned, this is a 2840 sized. It's an ES28 motor, as you can see there, 4-pole. It's a 4500 kV, guys. So that's a pretty decent kV for such a small motor here. It's got a little warning there, you know, do not touch when it's hot. Moving along, we have a Baton branded digital servo, the D115F, just there, mini servo. Waterproof on and off switch there, okay. Servo saver, of course, that we expect on this type of car. And here's the 35 amp brushless ESC, guys, from Hobbywing. The waterproof ESC. Now you're gonna notice immediately that this does not run Dean's plug. It runs these. They got two names. It's like a bullet style connector that we used to see a few years ago, especially on certain drones, or banana style plug they call it as well. So, you know, you're going to have to either cut and shut it, you know, if you're going to have to take this off and solder a Dean's plug on there, or, you know, if you got batteries laying around like I do of this connector type, which is what I'm going to use on this buggy, you can use them, you know, or buy an adapter if you don't want to, you know, desolder or solder that a Dean's plug or something like that. Here's the slipper clutch in there, guys. Okay. So yeah, really nice buggy, guys. You know, the diffs do seem like they're well greased. They're very smooth. So I don't think I'll be needing to open this one up. You know, there's no real backlash at all there. They seem like they're very well lubricated inside. So. Also, a neat addition that I noticed when I first looked at this buggy from LC Racing is that they've already provided the droop screws to lower this buggy, guys. As you can see there, they're actually grub screws. So, yeah, they've included them already, guys. As you can see the thread popping out there. So that's a nice touch. You don't have to, you know, even though it's no big deal to source your own, like I did on my other models. It's good that they provide it. You know, they're all in there. Look, there's the rear and the other side as well. So that's probably why they've even added those Allen key tools as well in the package too. So not only can you put work on lowering the buggy, but you can also, you know, use them on the main chassis screws as well, which is a neat touch. So yeah, I just noticed that when I first had a look at sneak peek of this buggy before making this video, I just thought I'll mention that. So that's pretty cool. You can just yeah, adjust it to your liking, and, you know, raise them swing arms up a bit to lower this buggy. All right, so like I was going to show you before I go, this is the type of battery I'm going to use, guys. This is off like a X8C SEMA drone, and I've got a whole heap of these. This is a 2S battery, 1500 milliamp hour, and it does fit straight in. I mean, as you can see, the battery tray is like that of the other buggies that we know, the cheaper versions. So this one does fit in there. I'll just poke that through like that. This one does fit in there rather good. Let me just get that Velcro up. There we go. And strap it in like so. So perfect size for this buggy. As you can see, I've got plenty of room. Just tuck it in there a bit better. There you go. It's mounted in there nicely. I've got a bit of room on either side. So I've got a 3S that would fit this as well. It's clearing that deck as well, the second floor deck. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using, guys. I'll use a 3S on this one later on, but that's what I'm going to be driving it on, this particular battery here. Once I fully charge it, I'll fit my own receiver in there, like I said, either Dumbo RC or Radio Link, and use that to drive this this buggy, which is going to have either one of those radio systems got 1/4 mile range, which is definitely what I want. I want good range with this thing rather than the RTR version, which they did state on there. You can see it for yourself in the links below that I'll leave. You can see for yourself that that's what the RTR version state that the range is around 100 meters. So I like to make point of the speed before I go. They reckon that this will do 52 kilometers an hour, guys. Whether they're talking about the nickel metal hydride on the RTR version or a 2S LiPo, I'm not too sure, but that's what they state in the listing. So I presume they're referring to the nickel metal hydride, top speed of 52 kilometers an hour. So, you know, in my next video on this one, guys, I'll definitely, you know, take it on road. I'll put the GPS speed reader on it, and we'll see what it can do on this particular LiPo on 2S. All right, and then later on I might try a 3S on it. Should get around the 50. I mean, it's a pretty high kV motor there, you know, and it's not a bad size. It's not like a huge motor like a 3650, but a lot of guys have been using these size motors in you know, the WL toys and so forth. Anyway, so thanks very much for watching, guys. Just a quick unboxing overview on the LC Racing, the all original 14 scale buggy, brushless buggy, this one from LC Racing, the EMB-1. And yeah, guys, I'll leave the link to this one below, as well as a coupon code, and you can check it out there. All right, guys, so thanks very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and like and comment below. Okay, sure to appreciate it. So I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Until then, enjoy the hobby and have fun. I'll catch you later. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for watching.